Alright everybody, PAX East 2016 recap coming right at you. Let's hop right into this thing. What's up everybody? It's Leviathan here, and I wanted to do a brief video to kind of just go over some of the thoughts and just interesting ideas that I had after doing PAX East, which was this past weekend. That was April 22nd to the 24th. I actually have the site right here. And so basically what happened was there was a convention and it came to Boston, and this happens every year. Sometimes the date floats a little bit, but what's really cool is it's an opportunity for gamers from all over the East Coast, and obviously people fly from all over as well. You have companies that come from the West Coast, people that come from the West Coast. I don't even know, maybe international. There probably are some representations from different countries. But basically, it's just a way for everyone to convene, thus the word convention thrown in there, and just geek out over games, get to play games that necessarily aren't out yet, or in alpha or beta, or some mode of being finished, games that have been finished and it's just promotion. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of highlight a little bit of what I did there and what it was like being part of the media, because I got to go with this little press pass here. Probably you can see Media Pass. So that was cool. That was on behalf of the BlizzPro site. So if you guys aren't familiar, I do have an affiliation with BlizzPro. That's how we do the West March workshop. That's through them. And also I write for them at diablo.blizzpro.com. And you know, it was really great to go on their behalf, but turns out there wasn't all that much Blizzard stuff. So unfortunately, there wasn't much to do in terms of, you know, I tried to get some interviews if I could they only had Overwatch for Blizzard. And while that's awesome, it was the first time that Overwatch was actually on console for play by the general public. They didn't leave much else for us to do, and so as a result, I didn't have to do much for media. So in a way, it was kind of nice because I was free to just kind of be a normal person, but at the same time, it felt, you know, not as satisfying to not conduct those interviews and really dig into some of the behind-the-scenes Blizzard stuff. The press pass did allow me to cut the line, which was nice. So I went on Friday and Saturday. And you're wondering, yeah, there is 3 days to this, but on Sunday I ended up not going and actually getting some chores done for stuff that's happening later this week. Hint, hint on Friday. Big Season 6 coming out for Diablo, but we'll get there. So I went Friday, Saturday, and Friday I met up with a couple of friends. I want to give a special shout out to Thunderclaw, because he was the one who really kind of helped make my time fun there, because he's really into a whole bunch of different games. You know, I am mainly just a Diablo person and B, Blizzard person in general. So he was the one who was really like gung-ho on like, we need to do this, we got to go here, we got to do this. And he really dragged me around to see a lot of really interesting games and just kind of things going on at the convention. Cutting the line was sweet because I also got to bring friends with me, so it was him, myself. I think, yeah, it was just the two of us that Friday. I got to play Overwatch, and man, I suck. The first time out, I played Soldier 76. I got my butt handed to me. Turns out it's really hard to aim. Go figure. And then the next day, I had a friend who was from work, actually, her name's Jennifer. She came as well. She had her boyfriend and a couple of other friends that they all play WoW and things like that. And they were a little bummed out too that there was no World of Warcraft there, unfortunately. But I did get to allow them to come with me to go and play some Overwatch. And we fared much better. We actually won one of our games that you play 2 games. And I played Reaper in those and fared a lot better. I guess Reaper is more my style. So if I do get some Overwatch going in the future, maybe, just maybe, I won't be absolutely garbaged here. Other people that I was also trying to meet up with, I tried to meet up with Cooters. She's one of the, she used to do some stuff for BlizzPro for Hearthstone. I don't believe she does that anymore, and she's now just a Path of Exile streamer. But she had came into town early on, and we were trying to make plans, and this is just one of those things where it's like, you need to have pretty strong plans and like location meetup type stuff, because once you get into the convention itself, like this place is massive. I actually have some pictures here that I'll get going for you guys as a little slideshow, and it was just crazy. There was all sorts of awesome things to see. You could see here on the show floor they had cars, like these Overwatch cars that they had painted. You could actually get an Uber from one of the hotels very close by that kind of drive you around a little bit and drop you back off. I mean, it's like they had Ferraris and huge trucks and stuff. This is the Overwatch area that Blizzard had for their booth. So, you know, there are kind of like central locations, like meet me at the Overwatch booth, but then Overwatch is being played at like 3 different places. This is a really crappy photo from the Warcraft panel that they had for the movie. The panel actually turned out to be really great. People asked some really good questions, and they showed us this really cool exclusive trailer for PAX East only. This is someone's computer that is literally inside of the fish tank. That's kind of insane that they made that. I was really impressed. Got to take my picture here with the huge, like, it goes beyond obviously the screen, but this massive Overwatch banner. So I thought that'd be pretty nice to get a picture there. Become a hero. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the whole display of the, like right when you walk in, this is what you see. And it just stretches back for miles, and there's a left side and a right side. It's absolutely insane. So it's tough when you're not like perfectly planned on where you're going to meet up with people. And then of course, for people who know I do love League of Legends, so that's Lucian beating up some mobs with his 2 guns. And then here, Thunderclaw, she got a picture of me getting a digital scan of my head that is supposed to come in from Intel at some point. It was like a 3D scan type of thing, and they emailed it to us. And then here's Freak with Skara, and they were casting some University League of Legends games that were going on there live. And those are all the photos there. So I'll just let that slideshow keep going, and then eventually I'll turn it back or whatever. But, you know, not too much else to say anyways. Just, it was interesting to be at the convention, but not have a lot of Blizzard stuff to run around for. And it really just made me think, like, you know, there's a lot beyond Blizzard. And a lot of games that are really good beyond Blizzard. Like, I tried this one game called Crush Your Enemies. That was awesome. It was like an indie game that is going to come out on Steam. It looked really cool. There was Battleborn, which I didn't get to try, but just looking at it, looked absolutely insane. It's kind of like a mix between Heroes of the Storm and Overwatch. It's like a MOBA first-person shooter. It was absolutely insane. I mean, I watched some League games. I played some stuff at the Behemoth booth. This like Castle Crashers, I think it was. That was a lot of fun. So, I mean, it was just kind of cool to see, like, there's so much out there, and I only play Diablo, like, all the time. So I want to maybe use that as a motivator to really try some other games. You know, I've always looked at Rocket League and thought that that was a really cool game, so maybe I'll do that in the future. But if you're thinking, like, why should I go if you're just a Blizzard fan and, you know, 1 year there's going to be no Blizzard presence, it's just a really good networking opportunity. Like I was saying, I was trying to meet up, you know, with one person, but imagine that you have an affiliation, right? Like, you use Discord. There'll be a whole bunch of people from the local area who also use Discord, and then what do you know? You link up with them, maybe you jump on one of their servers, they come onto yours when you all like go back to your designated households or whatever, and you can just keep building those friendships, and the next time PAX East comes around, you like plan to go together, and your posse gets huger. You know, you go to the Twitch booth, and you see other streamers there, and you can connect with them. There was one thing that kind of bummed me out a little bit, I guess, was kind of the insider-ness of it all. So basically there were these, you know, Twitch booths or Discord or any of your affiliations. And of course there's this distinction between a user of those products and like a partner of those products. People who, you know, Twitch gives you your subscription button and now you're a partner with Twitch. Well, there's like this partner lounge, and it kind of like has this divide of like, this is us and you are on the outside. And it's just weird to kind of see so many of those divisions. Like, some people were very like hesitant to hang out with people who weren't on that side of the wall, you know? So it's weird because you're supposed to be there to kind of like make connections, make friends, but then people being very limited about who they associate with and all that stuff. So I don't know, I found that part to be kind of peculiar, but it is what it is. People will branch out if they want to branch out. They will stick to themselves or certain personalities if that's, you know, their MO. But for the most part, I think if you really just like the idea of a place where gamers can unite and you don't have to feel weird about liking games or, you know, cosplaying. Like, there are tons of cosplayers. One of my coworkers was actually asking, what do you think is the ratio of guys to girls there? And I know he was assuming me to say, oh, it's going to be like 90% dudes or whatever, but I would say on the whole, it's probably like close to 50-50, if not 60-40 leaning towards guys. Like, there are so many girls there who are either there to just check out games or there to cosplay or there to like hang out with their boyfriends or friends or whoever. So it's just a really cool community experience. I highly recommend, even if you have to travel a little bit. Like, PAX is branching out a ton now. There's PAX South, there's PAX Prime, PAX East. If you can do it, go. It's worth the money. Get a one-day badge. It's fine. You don't have to go all 3 days. You can definitely, you know, walk through it very quickly, try a little bit of everything. But yeah, especially if one of your favorite games is going to be exhibited, you have no reason not to go. So in any case, that's all I've got really for you guys. Just wanted to kind of give you my feelings about the whole scenario, situation. Maybe I'll go to PAX Prime this year. I think that's in September. I don't know. I have the bug, though. I definitely have like the itch to do more of this. So I'll see you guys in the future, and take care.